just about to pull in to hopefully get a spot here.
And so far, all we've managed to find is this piece of crap here that says Death Valley.
Tucked deep in Western Australia's wheatbelt lies something that most Aussies have never seen, a massive granite rock with a record-breaking secret. We camped right next to it and what we found blew us away. Enjoy the video. Hello, good morning. I haven't actually said good morning yet. We've packed up. We are heading to Monty's Pass and the Wave, which is on the drive-in side of Elachbutting Rock. You head down that road there to go to the campground we were at. It's a one-way system. This is one of the things to have a look at. It's a little bit of a walk trail. It's supposed to be nice. Fairly sure we may have been here before, but can't really remember. So we will show you. This place is spectacular. So we were just talking about when we got up the top of the rock this morning when we went for a walk, and we just met some people who were just going up there, and we were just trying to explain it, and it is so mammoth on the top, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge.
It's massive. Like we thought we were, you know, at the close to the end of one end of it, and then when we went over the sort of the walkway, there was about another 500 meters to go. So it's enormous, and we've just driven. Well, it starts over there and then it goes all the way over. You can't even see it. It's actually, it's not too bad to walk up, and there are various points of it that are easily accessible. There's a few walk trails, or I think you could probably just walk around the perimeter of the rock and closer and find ways to get up. But you probably wouldn't be able to walk up this side of it. It looks really steep. But very, very much like, you know, your Ullaroos and your... What's the other one? It's Mount Augustus?
Yeah.
Well, but Mount Augustus is different, isn't it? It's a different kind of rock. I think this one's a monolith, so... we've had this conversation before. I'll try and explain the difference. I think I have before, but I'll try and explain the difference because they're not all the same. Anyway, gotta love it. So just to clarify, rock formations such as these are either monoliths or inselbergs. Monoliths, meaning single stone, are large single-type rock formations that are exposed due to erosion or formed through the igneous process, whereas inselbergs, meaning island mountain, are exposed over time as the softer rock around them is worn away. FYI, Elachbutting is a monolith, similarly to Uluru. Mount Augustus in northwest WA is an inselberg.
So if you've been to Wave Rock in Hayden, WA, this is similar, albeit smaller. Look at the colours in that. This wave just keeps on going.
So what was round this way?
Monty's Pass is the next bit.
Maybe this takes us there.
Might do.
I don't think it's going to be very powerful. So this is called Monty's Pass, and it looks like a very close two rocks that are very close together, but I don't actually know what would have caused it.
Formed when a part of the outer shell of this giant monolith dislodged and slipped down, this 30-metre gap can be walked through and also gives you some cool relief from the heat. Make sure you take a torch though, as it gets quite dark.
This place just keeps on giving.
Hello, we are back at our next camping spot.
You have arrived.
We have arrived. We are just about to pull in to hopefully get a spot here. No problems, yes. We are at Beringbooding Rock, which is not too far from the last one that we stayed at. So we've just arrived at our camp spot. Paul's been faffing around with the Starlink because we've kind of going to give it a shot, leaving it up on the roof with a cable, and we've set it all up and attached it to power and everything, and it's working really great. And then we've just realized that there's actually 4G out here, so we're probably not even going to use it here, but we've got it set up, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's set up there, we've got it on the roof still, it's pointing kind of in the right direction. We haven't changed the way we're parking because of it, but yeah, it looks like it's got full signal from Starlink, but we won't be using it, I don't think. Anyway, well, it's working. We just wanted to test it out.
This 10.25 million litre tank was built in 1937 to provide water to the local farms and communities. It remains the largest rock catchment water tank in Australia. A series of small walls were built around and on the rock to funnel the rainwater into the tank. Over recent years, the roof of the tank has fallen into disrepair and has now been removed. The water is not fit for consumption, but is still used for agricultural purposes and for fighting fires.
It had a roof on, I think, and it was designed for human consumption. But since the roof's all basically
rotten,
what do you call it? Yeah, and disappeared now.
I did notice there was a bench seat down there, that some of the wood that the bench seat was made of was part of the roof that was on this tank.
Yeah.
But it's actually half full.
So now it's open air, it's only fit for stock
right.
consumption. Yeah.
There's a lot of water in there. So as you can see, the wall goes all the way around the lower part, and there's actually a map, a notice board back at the campground showing you the best ways to walk to see everything. I think there's some sites that you don't expect. See all the little walls? Everywhere there's a large rock, there's a channel, and these walls are built. And these were built in the 1930s, I think, so they're still doing their job. So you can only imagine what it must look like when we've had lots of rain. Although I don't know how long ago that would have been here. But imagine seeing the water pumping through here. Whoa. Oh yeah, there's water in it. Look at that. So this is part of the wall that we've just walked. We avoided this bit because we didn't know where, well, Paul knew where it went, I didn't, but I'm just trying to figure out how it all works. But how do you reckon it works?
Well, basically, once you get enough water running in around the edge of the wall, it'll just channel itself all the way back to the lowest point, which will be back where the water catchment tank
and
is.
over that way there's like a
some
section.
of it will run off into other little nammer holes that'll do for the local wildlife that obviously come in here and have a drink, and then
around the trees and stuff.
Yeah, and once it gets to a certain level, it's all going to go back to where we started.
You can see it's surrounded by farms here too, so they'd all be benefiting from the water in that tank in some way, I would think. But this looks like a lot of it is crops, but I don't know. Anyway, it's pretty fascinating. And then out this side is just all nature reserve. So I don't know, it's very clever. And we're only in a really tiny corner of it, so we're going to follow the wall round to the other side. It's a complex maze of walls. They've left specific areas to catch water to keep the shrubs and flora, and the rest of it, just...
Is that the one they call Balancing Rock on that map?
It could be.
Balancing Rock,
Yeah, it definitely is that. Looks like it's just going to roll off. How's it staying there? That's incredible. This little area in here apparently has some rock paintings. So we've had to climb out over the wall and we're going to go and have a look in this little area down the bottom here.
Well, on the map it said there was some rock painting around this area, and so far all we've managed to find is this piece of crap here that says Death Valley. I would have termed that graffiti rather than rock art, but hopefully there's some more to come. Okay, so we finally found the rock art tucked away in a little cave over the back here by the Kalamaya tribe, I think it said. Kalamaya tribe. I'm not sure how long ago. Very hard to see.
It's in that area you can see.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can enhance it.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to see, but it's just like
hard to see, but there's definitely something there.
Yeah, some hand paintings and stuff, yeah. We are. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Steak sounds like could be a good goer tonight.
Yeah.
It's getting really chilly, so we've got some firewood, we found some sticks. we're just gonna have an early dinner, I think, because it's gonna get really cold tonight, I think. We are the only ones here, which is quite bizarre. So peaceful, honestly. I think the last time we came out here it was pretty full. The flies have been friendly this afternoon, so it's cooled down a bit now, so they've started to disappear, thank goodness, because they've been horrible. So it's getting to golden hour, so I might actually go and take some photos up on the rock. Totally silent except for the sizzling of the dinner. So Chefo, what's on the menu tonight?
Well look, I'm just going to do some potatoes, a bit of greens.
Greens for you?
Greens, some trees, these things here.
Not for Paul. Paul doesn't like trees.
I don't mind them, but I don't toss them.
He'd have them only if they were the only thing around.
Yeah. Some sausages, some steak. I'll just take these off for now.
We thought we'd cook all the sausages up and have them cold for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
And yeah. Stakes and everything.
Yeah, the greens look like they're coming along nicely.
They're still green.
Stakes are about to go on. We've got our matsos. And yeah, it's all good. Vibing. It's so quiet. We were just saying that we are the only people here tonight. It's going to be like eerie dark. Morning.
Howdy.
We've just got up and made coffee, and there's all these galahs. Well, you can't see any at the moment. There were all these galahs before I got the camera out. They've just flown over the top. One's lost his way. As soon as I start talking, she's going to interrupt me. Turn right.
Turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
An epic spot. This place blew us away, and this is only a small part of what the Wheatbelt has to offer. In our next episode, we're hitting the road again to uncover more of WA's massive granite giants, hidden camp spots and incredible outback stories. So make sure you're subscribed, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Somewhere in the wild, wonderful Wheatbelt. Cheers!